The film opens with a police officer questioning a suspect at the Guantanamo prison's black sites. These websites are technically non-existent. The CIA officer begs him for a hint to locate their target. He claims that they will kill him by removing his skin and also murder his kids. Saudi intelligence wishes to take him on loan. He first disputes that he is clueless, but after a while, he concedes and tells them about Abu Ahmed. Then the CIA official exits the room and makes a call to find the Al-Qaeda courier Ahmed. Peshawar, Pakistan, a news channel is reporting that even if Musharraf does not kill Osama bin Laden, we will still find him, kill him, and destroy Al-Qaeda since they pose the greatest security risks to us. The action shifts to the Sondarabtilung Reston, Virginia, CIA office, where a team is looking for those responsible for the attack. Asian male Malik, who is driving a vehicle equipped with a camera, and Pasha, who is also in the car, approach 4 people who are drinking tea at a cafe. The man picks up the cigarette, approaches them, and requests a lighter. The target face is matched with the person's face by the CIA team. He places something in that person's pocket before exiting and waiting in the car. When the target exits the building and gets into a car, a CIA agent follows. They claim that the target individual works as an Al-Qaeda courier. The target departed Peshawar and moved in the direction of Abbottabad. As they were receiving instructions from the CIA, the 2 people followed him. A guy tells President Obama that they have a person who was an Al-Qaeda courier, but they are unsure if they are still in contact. Additionally, the number of airstrikes in Afghanistan's Helmand region has increased. 3 CIA agents entered the restroom in the following scene. They discuss the increased number of American strikes. Additionally, they claims that Pakistan used to accept international assistance, provide their bases, and maintain Osama bin Laden's life. They believe that a bomb should be dropped in Tora Bora to kill bin Laden, but people require confirmation that he is indeed dead. They desire a DNA match. All additional proofs are also included. The following scene depicts an army unit and a 6-person SEAL team transporting 2 Afghan men to Kandahar base while wearing head coverings. Joint Special Operations Command had issued the directives. The CIA is identifying the armed Afghan guys on the opposite side, but its cameras show no signs of weaponry as 4 people move in their direction. An Afghan guy and a lady in hiding moves on. They were halted by American soldiers. Another soldier requests that they search the Afghan guys and the woman who is with them. Army soldiers advise against using older people, children, or women to conceal explosives. They are reluctant to allow searches of their ladies. Suddenly, gunfire begins to rise from the mountains. The shot hits an American soldier, he collapses on the floor. On the mountain where the bullet originated, they all lights a fire. He was spared by the soldiers because of his bulletproof jacket. The CIA agents looked, but they were unable to see anything from there. American Army hurries to cover himself behind another hillside as the shooting resumes from the mountaintop. To kill the Afghan man firing from the mountain, they discharge the gunshot. An American soldier murders 2 Afghan guys. They believe they should relocate with the Afghan family now that everything is clear. In the meantime, one of them detonates the explosive that killed the military guy D-Punch and blew up the family. The relocation to a different location saw the arrival of more American servicemen from Afghanistan on January 26, 2011. When they gets home, they proceed to the room where their children are sleeping and discover his wife there, who is in an abnormal state and is not wearing any clothing and is lying in the bed in a dirty house. His wife was in an inebriated state when he awoke her and led her to the bathroom. He understands that she did something wrong by being absent. The men who followed the subject in Peshawar come into focus. On January 26, 2011, they arrive to a home where a woman greets them, and shows them her home's features regarding light, water, and everything else. The woman talks to them about the home in front of it and how she rented out the upper floor to someone else who works in a technology field. Women are informed by Malik that they have a video. On the other side, CIA agents are listening to the woman because they have cameras and other devices that link them to CIA agents. The following day, they moves into the house. To view the outside of the house, they installed cameras inside. In the next scene, team of 6 is sitting in the cafe, talking about the how old lady blasted D-Punch. Mule comes and asks other team members to him outside. He addresses them about Admiral McCreevil have to take revenge for D-Punch. Malik and his partner Pasha break into the home of a family with homeschooled children in front of the property. They don't make phone calls, and they don't even dump their trash outside. They believe they are housing 8 military guys. The individual said that NRO satellites were constantly monitoring the property and that it was built with unique anti-aircraft defenses. One of the 3 primary alternatives presented by the CIA official is to conduct a joint raid with the host nation. The alternative is a helicopter strike. The senior official responds that the compound is made in a flood basin when someone inquires about the tunnel option. JDAM, or Joint Direct Attack Munitions, is the third possibility, but if the target is already dead within the facility, no one will be able to tell if he was there or not. They claim that they are still unsure about whether or not Osama bin Laden is present. Mule receives a call from the CIA informing him that his wife was killed in an attack. But he claims that finishing the objective and not getting even is his top priority. They relocate to Jalalabad, Afghanistan, where Mule informs his squad that everyone is interchangeable and brings a dog for training exercises. Cherry and Stunner start arguing when Stunner tells her that he needs to go to the CO and requests to lead the team. A CIA officer had the notion to provide vaccinations door to door and decided not to discard the syringes. In order to match the DNA sample to Laden's sister, we collect the sample. Malik and his companion are filming the complex as well. Gidry supports the notion of immunization. They go and knock on the door of the complex, which they then open, but a member from their group eventually kicks them out. CIA is now using speech and facial recognition. The lads on the squad are playing a game in the following scenario when the Stunner enters and turns off the TV while admonishing them to take a break. He claims that we should concentrate on finishing the assignment and returning home safely. Christian, who is also a CIA officer, claims that they only need to deploy a JDAM strike since, in his opinion, doing otherwise will place their squad in an untenable predicament. The team member on video conference with their family in the other scenarios expresses on how much they miss them. They announce that they will go on a mission. To prepare for the operation on Osama bin Laden's hideout, they are conducting several training exercises. Numerous shootings and other activities. Malik and Pasha follow the car as two ladies exit the complex. Malik stays with the women while they shop for groceries and household goods because they want a better look. A guy observes and takes close-up pictures of the women. Pasha was also apprehended by police when they discovered spy cameras and some weapons in the car. When an ISI agent arrives, he is freed and given his license back. He drives back while seated in the automobile. The ISI is defending someone within the property, according to the CIA, which is why our security agents are being followed by their counterparts. Threat analyst Vivian Hollins of the CIA says she has the concept but is not getting the go-ahead, which is very irritating for her. Only 40 to 60% of the time could Osama be inside the enclosure. Both the president and the defense secretary continues to oppose the raid. Mr. Panetta supports the raid, and on April 28 at 7 o'clock, they eventually received approval for the operation. Stunner will also inform the squad about the raid that will take place tonight. The soldier in the army informs his group that Osama bin Laden's Operation Neptune Spear is now being carried out in full. Osama appears as HVT and discusses his codename, Geronimo. He warns that while we will temporarily disable Pakistani radars, they must save the women's and children's. He commands his warriors to avoid being killed and captured. He claims that Al-Qaeda is our adversary because they do not fear death. He convinces his soldiers that they must contribute more to the battle than they do. They departed for the raid around 12th hour. Malik receives a knock at his door. Someone from the American squad had to have seen the raid from that location. All of the people exits one of the helicopters when it loses balance and crashes, aligning them with the walls of the facility, and blasts its way into the facility through the main gate. They assassinated the courier Gul Ahmed Al-Kawati. Pakistanis gathered close to the compound. They are advised to return to their houses since it is a combined security operation. The next victim was Abrar al-Hamid, Al-Kawati's brother, who was slain by the army soldiers. They opened a lot of doors but didn't kill any ladies or children. They met Amal, Muhammad Laden's fourth wife, and her daughter next door. Pasha and Malik were dealing the people of Pakistan and police comes there and asks what is happening inside. Pakistani jets are also coming to the point but they are told to go back to their bases. Khalid, Osama's son, is also killed. Pasha explains to police that call was Osama bin Laden whom they killed at last. The death of Geronimo is reported by Stunner to the CIA. Osama bin Laden, who was in charge of the killing of numerous innocent people worldwide, was assassinated in an operation, while President Barack Obama announces to the nation. Mr. Panetta appreciates Mr. Holing as well because she said this in a previous conversation. Obama thanks the intelligence personnel for all of their efforts in killing the target. He informs his followers that the justice meted out to the Al-Qaeda chief today may be said to be true. He expresses appreciation to army officers for their courage and commitment to their nation.